Our trip to the Philippines, where are we at with that? We're going to talk about that a little bit, so stick around. Before we get started with today's video, I have to ask two favors of you all, and that is to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the channel a lot, and we greatly appreciate all the support. So without further delay, let's get on with today's video. Hey guys, welcome back. USA to Philippines Life channel with your host, me, Mike. And today, just a quick update. I'm talking about this a lot over the past several months. Since I had that surgery, yada yada, we're going to the Philippines. So, you saw last month we went to New York, got my wife's application and everything submitted to renew her passport. That is being processed as I make this. The estimated arrival of her new passport is around the end of June. As is usually the case with the Philippines, I expect that to be a little bit longer than they anticipate, but be that as it may, I expect to have it sometime between mid-June and I'll say mid-July. I think we'll have it. Once I get her, once we have her new passport, I'm going to book the flight. So I've been doing a lot of research. You know, the prices are kind of high. I know a lot of you guys already went and came back. Some of you guys are there now. I want to hear from anybody who has flown recently with Singapore Airlines, because that is the airline that I'm leaning heavily towards at this time. The reason that I'm leaning towards that is I watched, there's a popular I like aviation, so I watch the aviation channels. It's that Sam Chi does that. They got a great channel focusing on air travel, and he did an awesome flight review of the Singapore Airlines flight out of Newark, direct to Singapore. I think it's the longest flight in the world. It's 18 hours and 45 minutes. And that doesn't bother me. I like flying, really. I mean, the only thing that I could say is my last trip to the Philippines, we took Philippine Airlines out of JFK, direct to Manila. It was aboard Airbus. And the seats, man, the seats on that Airbus, it was a brand new plane, beautiful plane, but man, they were hard and it hurt my rear end, something awful. So I'm kind of hoping for a different experience this time. The reason being is, according to the flight reviews that I've seen for this particular flight, there is no economy. It is premium economy. Every seat is premium economy. And I priced it out. Really, it's just a few $100 more than we would be paying, you know, flying ANA or Philippine Airlines. Well, forget Philippine Airlines. I just don't even want to. I want to try a different airline. Cathay Pacific. There's an Alaska airline venture with China Airlines. With China Airlines was great. I flew them one time coming back via Taipei, Manila, Taipei to JFK. That was a great flight. It was a great airline. I was very impressed with them. I would fly them again. But I'm leaning towards this Singapore Airlines. I hear a lot of good things about it. And I fully intend to try. I've never done one, but I'm going to try if I get on this flight. I think it's SQ21, if I'm not mistaken, Newark to Singapore, and then Singapore to Manila. I think it's a 2-hour layover in Singapore, and then the 4-hour flight to Manila. We are planning, my wife and I decided, since we're going for about a month, we're going to do about 2 months. We're going to do stay a couple days in Manila. So we're going to do some vlogging from Manila. I've never been to the Mall of Asia. My wife wants to take me to the Mall of Asia. and a couple other things we're going to do there. We're going to do some shopping, and then we'll be on our way to Iloilo. And while in Iloilo, and also I'm going to try to get my wife. We got some video of the our house is currently under construction in Iloilo. So by the time we get there, we expect this house to be almost fully complete. So I want to share with you guys some of the video from our family there who's been overseeing the project. And I posted in the community section a little bit about the house photo, and I heard from some subscriber, basically saying, well, you really should be there while your house is being constructed. And yes, I would definitely think that as well. But here's the thing. Our house is being built in a gated community, where they have one company that works there, builds all the houses. It's very well known. The houses are beautiful. We don't anticipate a problem. And I mean, to be honest with you, I'm 55 right now. By the time I move to the Philippines, I'm going to be 60, 61. My life expectancy is till 75. So I'm just going to be passing through that house. I'm not going to be there for 50 years. This is really my wife and the kids. This is their thing. I'm just going to be a guest passing through. So she was okay with this. She's okay with it. I'm okay with it. So that's where I'm at with that whole thing. I didn't feel the need to be, scrutinizing it. There's another channel out there. The guy's been vlogging every day of his progress. The house is incredible. He's also in Iloilo. It's an amazing house. The video of progress has been amazing. I didn't feel the need to get into that. And my wife wanted to start it now. So that's why we did what we did. But I'm going to get her on to kind of walk you through what you're seeing, the footage. And then, like I said, once we get out there, we'll be able to show you the finished product, or almost finished product. And we're going to be probably setting up the house a little bit. We're hoping that we're probably going to do a hotel in the beginning. In the beginning of our stay in Iloilo, we'll probably be in a hotel. We're hoping while we're there to get the place furnished, get the AC units installed, and hopefully finish off the last week or two of our stay in our home. So we're hoping that's our goal. We're also looking to do several days, 3 or 4 days. We're gonna go to Boracay. So this is gonna be a busy trip. We got a lot planned. Hopefully we can touch all those bases, but that's where we're at. We're gonna be picking up some camera equipment that I think I'll need for this trip, but we will continue to keep you all apprised of that, as I think that really what I started this channel for was, to focus on these trips, which COVID obviously interrupted our every other year trip back to the Philippines. So this is long overdue. So once again, waiting on a passport. That's all done, just waiting to receive it. Once I have it in hand, I will book that trip, and I'll let you all know that the trip is booked and the clock is ticking. We are looking at, the target is going to be roughly middle to late September to middle to late October of this year. And again, the reason why we can't do it sooner is we unfortunately are healthcare workers in a hospital, and it's hard. They won't give us more than 2 weeks off during prime vacation time, which is today, as I'm filming this, is Memorial Day. Between Memorial Day and Labor Day is prime vacation time. They will not give us more than 2 weeks off during that time. Like my team, my guys that work for me, I had one of my team members goes to a Caribbean island whenever he can, and he goes in January because he goes for about a month, and we can afford to not have him around at that time, being that we're in a busy New York area hospital. So that's why we have to wait. Obviously, if we worked in retail or some other kind of business, we'd probably be going as soon as we get the passport. A few weeks later, we'd be off. But that's where we're at with that, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and I wanted to get on and say hey to everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the shorts, the YouTube shorts, or maybe you've hopped over to our TikTok channel, which you can find a link to in the front page of this channel. I'll also put it in the description. Our Instagram also, I'm posting the short videos on our Instagram page. So I hope you guys are following us on Instagram, TikTok, and our Facebook group. I post that stuff on Facebook group too. So hope you guys will follow us on all of those other social media outlets. And with that, I'm going to wrap this video up. And again, let me hear in the comments from anybody that has traveled with Singapore Airlines. If you've traveled to the Philippines recently, let us know in the comments what airlines that you flew, where you flew out of. Again, we'll be flying out of the New York area, although I did see some of the different flight options that I saw that were a little more inexpensive, consisted of flying out of New York area to Boston, to Minnesota. The one from New York to Minnesota went on from Minnesota to Seoul, Korea, South Korea. So there's different options, you know, if you fly to different parts of the U.S. There was one that took you over to California, to LAX, and you switched planes there and hopped on, you know, Cathay Pacific flight or something. Or there was even the Singapore Airlines flight out there. You fly from New York to LAX and then Singapore Airlines across the Pacific. But I'd prefer to do this from Newark. I'm really liking this Newark to Singapore. But anyway, we're going to wrap this video up. I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys sticking in there with us. I know it's been, the videos have been few and far between, the long videos. Hope you're enjoying the short videos again. And with that, as we always like to say here at USA the Philippines Live channel, wherever you are in the world, stay well, stay safe, stay blessed. I hope your summer's off to a great start. We're going to see you real soon with another video, and I thank you very much for watching, especially if you watch to the end. Take care. See you soon.